Okay, so this is our project with B-Ski. We call it B-Ski because B is the symbol for magnetism, and the problem given to us by Nancy here was that kids were ingesting magnets and it was causing severe internal injuries. And so she came to us saying she wanted an alternative. So I will show you what's going on. We've got a small steel ball here and a wooden handle with magnets encased in it. And by magnetism, you can maneuver it from the outside.
So what we ended up coming up with is, or rather what we designed is Ferroforce, and it's a magnetic ball and glove set, and the reasoning behind it is we wanted to bring magnets to outdoor activities. A lot of the magnet toys that you see on the market nowadays are about building sets and things that operate in an indoor environment, and we wanted to have a sort of active element to our design. And it also allows kids to really experience magnetic forces for themselves. During our user testing, we learned that, and especially during user observation actually, we learned that the attraction, magnetic attraction, is really interesting for kids. And so the glove allows them to actually feel the attraction between the ball and the magnets.
And so, as you can see for the glove, we have a total of 8 finger magnets and 1 ball. And so some safety features we've included in the glove is these ABS casings. So each of the magnets are encased in these ABS plastic casings, and ABS plastic is a very strong material. We tested through performance testing that these casings can withstand 2,000 pounds of force, so that there's no way a child can break through.
Break and chip them, yeah.
Right. Also, the casings completely encase the magnets, so they're not visible to the child, and that would reduce the chances that they'll try to attempt to dislodge it or try to pick at the magnet. And then the last feature we have are these straps that run through the casing. And these straps are sewn into the seams of the glove, so that you have to destroy the glove if you want to dislodge the magnets, right? And then by then the glove is already dysfunctional, you probably won't play with it anymore, so then there's really no chance that the child is going to dislodge the magnets.
Totally. Well, the purpose of the glove is to allow you to catch and operate, not only so similar as that. So we decided to place magnets on the palm, the area of first contact, and the fingertips that are used around the ball. And we also knew that parents would also like the option to play with their kids. So we decided to use elastic material for the glove. And if a child were to play with their younger sibling, we also put a strap around the wrist to secure their hands. And for the ball, there's a hexagonal pattern.
Falling off the toys, and children have swallowed them, so that has caused severe internal damage to their organs. And we were challenged by them to, or the kind, to produce a toy that is both safe and has the same play value as current magnetic toys in the market. So after a whole process of research and designing, we came up with this product.
From user testing, we learned that kids enjoyed building and they also enjoyed playing with magnets. So we thought, why don't we incorporate both into one product? So we came up with the idea of magnetisms, which is a 20-piece set of cubes with 4 magnets on 4 sides. The cubes give a possibility to create objects that could not really be done like so. Just
Magically held together.
Yeah.
Choice of magnets.
And our product is safe because the magnets are encased within the cubes, so they can't fall out. Also, the kids aren't trying to pick at them maybe or eat them or whatever. And also, the cubes are big enough to pass the Consumer Product Safety Commission's small parts test. They're big enough so you can't swallow them. And
Is that the toilet paper roll test?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
okay. Somebody explain that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And as you can see, we made them out of wood because through our user testing, we identified that kids really enjoy playing with toys made out of wood, just for the way it feels.
So our problem was to solve safe magnetic toys, and most magnetic toys on the market today have exposed small magnets, or they can easily pop out of magnets, and so we were tasked with solving this problem. And so this problem also, the age group they were concerned with their 6 to 12-year-olds as they saw the magnets the most. So our solution is
Okay, well, during the background research, we found there were two approaches we could take to the problem. One was we could make pieces that were too big for kids to swallow, and two, we could make pieces that when swallowed were dangerous for kids. And we thought the more practical solution was option one, which was making pieces that were too big to swallow. Also during research, we found that spherical objects were most attractive and easy to swallow for children, so we tried to stay away from that. And finally, during user observations, when we asked children what their favorite thing to do with magnetic toys was, they answered like building and constructing. However, they also said that after a while, like this got kind of boring, and that if we presented them with challenges, that they would be more interested in our product. So we came up with Magnetrix.
So Magnetrix is a magnetic puzzle game for kids, and how the game works is that a user is given, the player is given a card, and then they build the baseline of this card on the board. And then you start a timer of 5 minutes, and their job, or the goal of the game, is to fill the entire board with pieces. And the challenge behind the game is that there are magnets that line the edges of each piece. And so certain pieces repel each other, and certain pieces attract each other. And so that gives you that gives a challenge in the game.